You rang my doorbell.
The truck driver
The little girl
killed himself.
David is weird.
Like she's watching me.
I need to put David
Molly,
out of his misery.
is it okay to steal things?
Sleeping tablets.
Fingerprints?
Dead bodies.
I saw Jessica.
Should I kill David?
Hilda died last night.
Do you think I should tell her about
Psychokinetics?
the photos?
Dr. Dekker seemed to like a drink.
Bit of a drinking problem.
It's probably the same for Jaya.
One of his patients was trying to kill him,
He lent me some money.
leaving him messages.
Creature, human flesh.
I'd teleported.
Do you have that dream, Doctor?
Well, Vascovid viewers, what's up with you today? You ready to see what's up with some crazy folks again? Okay, well, apparently it wants us to start with Mariana again. I don't know why, but we gonna do it to it. Has she had any more dreams? Okay, that's what we gonna scope out then.
I'm fine, Doctor. I went to the beach, swam under the sea, and returned to tell the tale. No blackouts. Nothing.
Was she not here last night? Or was I dreaming about her? I don't know, man, I don't know. How are your dreams then?
I don't dream, Doctor. I haven't dreamed for years now.
That can't be good. You're lying about not dreaming.
Yeah. I did say that was a dream, didn't I? Is it easier to swallow, knowing it's the truth?
Huh? What's the truth?
The truth is, I'm not like you, Doctor. Or anyone else.
For real?
I can swim to the bottom of the ocean for hours,
Man, you lying.
and people follow me. Even if it's the last thing they do.
That don't make no damn sense. Tell me about being followed then.
People follow me into the sea. I don't force them, they just follow to see the creature.
What's this creature then?
I'm not sure what you'd call it. A wisp? A star? It's so bright and warm and loving. I don't know why it leaves me. It only wants the others. It feeds on them.
Okay. How does it feed on them?
When I look down, I black out. But if I can just keep looking forward, no blackouts. I can just swim back to the top when it's finished.
What? What's wrong with looking down?
You really want to know?
Yeah.
If I look down,
Uh-huh.
it's writhing, just limbs of people from the clubs and the bars. Not just from this week, but last week, last month, last year.
Oh, goodness.
They all look terrified, but somehow still alive.
For real?
The creature. It's all inside them, poking holes through them that they shouldn't have.
That's crazy.
It just eats them. Slowly.
Okay. The creature eats them, you say?
The missing people. That's where they go. I don't know I'm doing it. I swear I don't, Doctor.
She's lying. She's totally lying.
Creature.
What about it?
I hear it.
Right now?
It's hungry. Nobody can know.
Shh.
It's our secret.
Okay. Shh. Yeah, shh. What missing people, though?
I can't explain what happened with John.
Who's John?
He followed me back from the bar that night and swam with me under the ocean.
For real?
I blacked out. He'd gone. You must have read about John in the news. He was a local student who went missing.
Really?
He was a looker. And he had a way with words, but he was also a cheat.
Ooh, trifling.
The creature liked eating him a lot.
You killed him, didn't you?
But I can't explain what happened next.
What happened next, though?
I left him to be eaten.
For realsies?
And the next morning,
What had happened?
he turns up in my bed
No way.
at my house.
What?
He's not wet at all. No signs he's been in the sea, but he has holes in him.
Oh, you be killing
Lots
folks.
of holes. His inside is on the outside.
Oh my goodness.
Just ball of tangled worms.
Oh, his DNA's all in your house, too.
And now they're blaming me, but
I would. You crazy, bitch.
you knew that, Doctor. Didn't you?
Know what? I did not know
That's
that.
why I'm here.
Huh. Dekker's prescription pad is missing. I should ask the patients about it. And the death threats Nathan said were on it. Oh no. So why are you really here then?
They think I killed John. John and some others. They need to know whether I'm insane or not.
No, you're not insane. You just like killing people, probably. Oh, we asking real questions. Let's divert her real quick about this pad.
Why would someone steal Dr. Dekker's prescription pad? I didn't even know he had one.
She lying.
I prefer actions over words, Doctor. You know that.
Oh, goodness. Did you take the prescription pad, though?
Wow. That's a low blow, Doctor.
Hey, if you'd have done it first.
And after all our sessions. I'm not a thief. Even the loan, that was just unfortunate.
So did you kill John?
No.
Ooh.
The creature killed John.
Don't be lying about it. Oh, she lying about it. Oh, she's... Ooh. So tell me about the loan, though.
Dr. Dekker asked for his loan back after diagnosing me as sane.
Oh, goodness.
In his opinion, my blackouts and everything else were fictional. He had no proof, of course, either way, or I'd be cured, but he asked for his money back, and I didn't have it.
So you know what she did for that money? So did you kill him because you owed that fool money?
Why would I do that? Dr. Dekker transferred our loan agreement to Claire at Castleford. She bought him out.
What?
I owe her the money now.
Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, y'all. Oh, my goodness. Tell me about the loan transfer, Mariana.
I don't know why she did it, but Dr. Dekker got repaid, and now my agreement is with Claire. You should ask her.
Probably got her husband's name on it. Who needs to know whether you're insane?
My lawyer. He says I'm insane, but that he needs you to rubber stamp it. Do you think I'm insane, Doctor?
I think more than anything that your lawyer is a POS, like all the rest of them. Messed up. All you do is study law, and you can flip that on anyone and everyone because they too busy with their other bullshit. Because their job ain't law. You a knowing you doing someone wrong just because they're ignorant to stuff that you know, man, you messed up, man. You messed up. I don't want to tell her either one of these because I don't really know. Actually, I've already said no, you're not insane, didn't I? I'm going to say that.
I told you how grateful I'd be. But you need to fix my problem first. If they try me as sane, I'll be in prison for a long time. And then, how would you get your reward, Doctor?
Oh, goodness. She using that P power on me. I'm immune to your BS, woman. I ain't gay or nothing, but I'm immune to it. Cause see, I can't keep a secret if people are getting hurt.
It's our secret. What will you tell people, that I'm feeding people to a creature at the bottom of the ocean?
I don't know.
What proof do you have?
That you told me? I recorded.
You can't tell on me. You know what you do to me.
What? What?
When you visit. I let you do it because sometimes I'm ashamed of what I've done.
What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
You make me feel like I deserve it.
Ooh, yeah, you do. What do I do when I visit you, girl? Tell me.
You get inside me, Doctor.
Oh,
And it hurts.
I know. I got a big one.
And you don't care.
Oh, no, I don't. I go balls. I get up in it. Well, now that we established that, I believe I'm a... Oh, yeah. Well, let's ask her if anyone else has turned up at her home, because I want to know who... I'm apparently part of this petri dish, so I want to know who I'm Eskimo brothers with. You know what I'm saying?
You're a naughty one, Doctor.
Oh, snap, get on my face.
You know you visited my home. Why do you keep denying it?
I did not visit you at home.
Don't you remember?
No.
That's a shame. You had fun.
Tell me about this fun. What did we do?
If you can't remember, I'm certainly not going to enlighten you.
Well, okay, Mariana. You bit trifling. I need you to get up out my office, sign that check, get it a secretary, get your ass out the back door. Next, Nathan, my boy. Man, how you doing today, man?
I think you know who killed Dr. Dekker, so you're gonna have a good day. Can we talk a bit about hypnotism, though?
By the way, if you hear stuff that sounds like thunder, apparently we got a big storm rolling in where I live. It's not the, what's the word? It's not the irony of the fact of this game has it in it from time to time. Okay, so now. Hypnotism, you say, Nathan?
I've heard you can plant key words in people when they're hypnotized. How would I know if I had any? I think that the hypnotism didn't take, but maybe Dr. Dekker did hypnotize me, and it did work, and he told me to think that it didn't. I think I found one of the key words.
What's that? Tell me the word.
I can't say what it is. I don't want to trigger it. I was on the phone to my dad last night, and he said something, and boom, I fell asleep. Normally I wish that kind of thing would happen, but it just happened. I phoned him back. I thought it was seconds, but it was an hour later. I asked him what he'd said. He'd watched some NASA program. He was reading off planets. It was one of them.
What? Which one was it? Which? It was Uranus, isn't it? It's not even on here, is it? Because it's too funny. I'm going to go with Pluto.
Pluto's not a planet, is it? And why are you even trying?
Mars!
I don't want it to be triggered.
Saturn! What the hell just happened? What just happened? You just went into the little girl, man.
So he did plant me with something. I have absolutely no idea. Did you find out what the key word is? What is it? No. Don't say it. Write it down for me. And thank you. You know, there's something I've not been telling you.
What's that? What's that? Don't tell me that little girl next to... Don't tell me the little girl. Don't tell me... What haven't you been telling me?
It's about time travel.
Nathan, I thought you were the sane one.
This might feel like the darkest timeline, but it's not my darkest timeline. I didn't kill Dr. Dekker.
Who did?
I'd look at one of your other patients. Or maybe even your assistant.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it was Jay. Man, why is this creepy little girl up in here? Do you know about the prescription pad? No. What about time travel, Nathan? What about time travel?
I read a book about time travel. I thought what was happening to me was a type of time travel. I couldn't control it, but at the end of each day, I would travel back in time to the beginning and live it over again. I'm like Doctor Who, but I don't have a TARDIS, and I can't choose what time I go to. Except once.
What do you mean, except once?
The doctor said she was legally still alive.
Huh?
The only thing they could do was starve her. Hannah didn't die in the accident the first time around. It was worse than death. She wouldn't have wanted that. I was looking at a photo from around the time of the accident. I had a lot of alcohol, which I think was probably necessary. I jumped back to the junction. I started pulling out, but the lorry was already on us. I drove into the lorry to make sure. I didn't wake up in hospital because I woke up the next day, present day. Things had changed.
Huh? What had changed about Hannah's death?
Her obituary changed in the press clippings I kept. It said she was killed instantly. Nothing else changed. Her family seemed to hate me more, which is ironic because the first time around, they pulled her off life support. So I saved them the indignity. Now they just think it was my careless driving that caused her death.
Huh. So how do you feel about Hannah now?
I'm at peace with Hannah now.
Good for you, good
I
for
can
you.
save her. And I'll keep trying, but I must move forward. I did kind of ask you not to talk about this anymore, but I suppose you're not taking notes.
How dare you judge my methods? Do you know about the prescription pad?
His prescription pad's missing.
Yup.
The one with all the death threats on it.
Uh-huh. How do you know about that?
Do you think the murderer took it to cover their tracks?
Probably. It was Jaya. How are they covering their tracks, Nathan? What you know?
I suppose it could be a coincidence, but I'm guessing whoever murdered Dr. Dekker stole his prescription pad.
For real? How have things been with Mariana, however you want to say a name?
Things have been interesting. Thanks to Mariana.
Like what? She gets the back of the sack? Why thanks to Mariana?
We went on a date. Well, sort of. She texted me this bar she was going to, and I just turned up. She can dance. I was transfixed most of the night. Next thing I know, I'm lying in my bed, at home. The room's spinning. The day moved forward. In fact, every night I go and watch Mariana dance, the day moves forward. Do you think Mariana likes me?
She gonna kill you, fool? I'm gonna tell him. Yes.
Thanks, Doctor. That's what I'm hoping.
Go get him. Knock it out of the park. Did you ever think to drive away from the lorry? It was just on him, stupid. I mean, we'll ask him that question.
I didn't have time. I jumped back to the split second the accident happened. The truck was already on us. I swerved left the first time, so I tried right. If I could have saved her, I would have done. I didn't want her to die.
I'm sure. Lie about Hannah being on life support. When did he lie about that?
I haven't been lying. As far as everyone's concerned, she died in that car accident. Instantly.
Okay, perhaps you should ask someone else a question. We're done with you, Nathan. Bye-bye, boy, boy, bye-bye, boy, boy, boy. Elin! What's up? How are you today?
I'm good. I feel better.
You look like
Last
it.
session, that was all negative. I don't want to be like that.
Right?
I made you something.
What's that?
A little thank you for being so nice. They're cookies.
I'm totally giving them to the bum in the alley on the way home, because I ain't eating that. Why were you feeling negative?
I'm a happy person. And really, what's the point of being miserable? It doesn't matter what's going on at work or anything. Happy is the only goal. Max told me that. I think some footballer might have said it.
Who's Max again?
I told you about Max, right? Didn't I mention him before?
Yes. Didn't you date Max?
Yes, but you don't know the whole story.
No, don't.
Max
No, don't.
is 77. He was one of my patients. I thought he was dying, so I shifted for him. Became an old sweetheart of his, apparently. Only Max didn't die. He actually got better somehow. And then he came and asked me to do it again.
Yeah, he wanted that. Ooh. She dirty like that. Ooh, she like that old meat. Who was Max's sweetheart?
Eleanor, her name was, or is. Like I say, he doesn't even know where she is now. But she obviously still loves him. When I shifted, I felt all fluttery and excited. It's so sweet, isn't it?
Man, you crazy. Did you become Eleanor for Max? Like she didn't already say that. My goodness.
Yes, Max and Eleanor had dinner on Valentine's Day.
Ooh.
I felt a bit weird when he asked me. But he said he just wanted to have one more date with her and then he wouldn't ask me again. And to be fair, he was a perfect gentleman. I mean, I didn't want to have that conversation.
What? Talking about getting a stinky finger? Is that what y'all was talking about? Do you know anything about the prescription pad, though?
What about the prescription pad?
Do you know about the death threats? I don't want to tell her that yet.
Yes, I took it.
Uh-oh.
I had to.
Ooh.
Dr. Dekker told me he could use it to take away my gift.
gonna kill him now, huh? Do you know about the death threats?
Someone was sending Dr. Dekker death threats. Had no idea. You never said anything to me about it.
They were on the pad, woman. The pad had the death threats on them. Oh, she lying right out her ass right now, y'all. What's in the cookies? Ooh. Why didn't Max die?
I don't know why Max didn't die. It usually works.
What? What do you mean by usually works?
I just mean when I shift. They see their loved one and say what they have to say, and then there's nothing stopping them from moving on. Why? What did you think I meant?
I don't want to say. So why'd you shift again for Max? You in the will, ain't you?
Thing is, because Max didn't die, he saw me change back after I let go of his hand. There wasn't anything I could do about it.
So when she went on this date with Max, were they holding hands for like 3 hours straight? Like to where like she couldn't let go of him, or she would like change back to herself? So why would Dekker want to take away your gift?
I suppose he was just trying to cure me. I mean, I thought he believed that I could shift, but maybe he didn't. Maybe he was just humouring me the whole time.
Did you kill Dekker?
I could never hurt anyone. You have to believe me, Doctor.
I have to. I want to ask her what's in these cookies. But thank you for bringing me a present.
You're very welcome.
Oh, nice. I asked, like, you know, like, you got like raisins, chocolate chips, what, you know, what's in these?
The usual stuff. Flour, sugar, butter, chocolate chips, and my special ingredient. A little herbalist magic to give you some pep. You look like you need it.
Oh, she got cocaine growing in her backyard, folks. You put herbs in my cookies?
You can put herbal remedies in food. The effect's more subtle, but it does work.
Subtle my a. Okay, well, we done with her. She trying to drug a player up in here. She can get up out my office. Let's sign that check. Give it to the secretary in the back door. You can get out of my office. So Claire, how are you today?
I'm fine. I killed David. Again. He went too far.
How'd he go too far? What'd he do?
David is a monster.
You've done said this.
Anushka, she's hanging up.
Oh, Shibby. Why's she hanging up?
David hunted her and hung her up like an animal.
Oh, my goodness. David hunted her.
Doctor, I think I'm going to be sick.
Then why'd you come here and talk about it?
I can't talk about this. Let's talk about something else. Please.
I'm gonna talk about what I
Like my
want to.
diagnosis.
Okay, let's ask about this pad. Do you know anything about the prescription pad?
I never saw Dr. Dekker's prescription pad. I imagine he kept it hidden away. To stop people stealing it?
How's she know folks was stealing it? Did you write death threats on the pad?
I've already told you, I never saw his prescription pad, so of course I didn't write any death threats. It sounds like someone is trying to frame me. Who's trying to frame me, Doctor?
Mariana, she crazy. What else can you tell me about Dr. Dekker?
Oh, the continuing saga of Dr. Dekker. After he'd seen David and done his due diligence, he came up with an offer I couldn't refuse. Remember? The one I told you about when we first met. Dr. Dekker wanted me to reanimate him. He said he would kill David unless I agreed.
Huh? How are you supposed to reanimate him?
He called me on Valentine's night. He promised to use a disposable phone so there would be no trace. I was supposed to come here, where I would find him dead, and then reanimate him. I agreed immediately. It seems that Dr. Dekker went through with his half of the agreement. But I forgot to turn up.
We're not going to talk about this anymore? Why do you want to talk about your diagnosis? Hang on, but first, how did you kill David?
With an axe.
Oh!
I got him to put his head on the wood block. He
I
didn't
think-
really know what he was doing. He trusted me.
And look at what you did.
I cut off his head.
Yeah, you did.
When I picked it up, it was smiling.
You're
Probably a muscle spasm.
going to tell yourself that. Why do you want to talk about your diagnosis, Claire?
You promised you'd diagnose me as temporarily insane.
But you're not.
You can't go back on that now.
You went back on Dekker. Why would Dekker want to kill David?
Yes. Dr. Dekker threatened to kill David. That terrified me at the time. I still had hope that David would recover.
Uh-huh. So what if I don't think you insane then, Claire?
Doctor, did I tell you about that time that I used the power of my mind to bring my husband back to life?
Yeah.
I can't imagine what I'd do to the psychiatrist that double-crossed me. But I'm sure it would be fun. For me, at least.
She think I'm scared. You crazy witch! Do you think Mariana is framing you after you threatened me?
I don't really know the girl, but I did buy out her loan from Dr. Dekker. I mainly did it to shut him up about it. But can you imagine having him as a creditor? That poor girl. I hope it didn't accrue anything more than interest.
She did it to herself. Oh, we done? We're done with Claire for today? Claire, go sign that check. Get a second to get you in about my office. Bryce! Man, how you doing today, Bryce?
I'm not feeling very well.
You don't
I
look
tried
like
to
it.
sleep through the midnight hour, and I slept for 8 hours.
Good for
When I
you.
woke up, it was looking at me.
Yeah.
That thing was looking at me.
Yeah?
Time was still frozen. But I can't escape it. I'm doomed.
That thing was looking at me. That's called morning wood, son. You still haven't caught on to that yet? How do you think you're doomed?
It knows what I did with Dr. Dekker. It's been taunting me.
Uh-oh, what'd you do with Dekker? What'd you do with Dekker? What'd you do with Dekker? It? What is it? Oh, there's too much to ask him. How's it been taunting you?
It wanted me to follow it, so I did.
But you were sleeping.
It brought me here, Doctor.
For real?
Here.
No way.
It thinks I killed Dr. Dekker. I'm sure of it.
What are you gonna do about that? What are you gonna do about it, Bryce? Oh my God, Bryce. But did you kill Dekker, though?
I took his body. It was me. I took it from the coffin because I didn't want him put in the ground. I don't know what I was going to do with him. I just didn't think burial would be enough.
What?
Maybe I would cremate him. But the body disappeared.
You kidding. Claire did it. You know Claire did it. How'd the body disappear?
If only he'd been cremated like you will be.
Huh?
I have a private tool shed at the graveyard. I moved his body in there before the burial. But when I came back, he'd gone. It was locked and he'd gone. How did that happen, Doctor? How did Dekker do that?
You tell me. I wasn't there. I didn't see nothing. I don't even know what the place looks like. Maybe Dekker is back from the dead?
Perhaps. It had crossed my mind that Dr. Dekker perhaps resurrected himself.
Oh, he's Jesus.
Maybe he wasn't dead, just sleeping.
Or maybe someone else moved Dekker's body. Hmm?
If someone else moved Dekker, they'd had to have picked the lock, moved the body, and then locked up again. Why go to the trouble of locking up again?
Because they can frame you because you crazy and you'll go along with it. Maybe Dekker teleported. Are we just messing with this kid now?
It's not out of the question to think that Dr. Dekker teleported himself out of the tool shed. If I can do it, he probably can. That's the kind of thing I've been thinking. But the thing that's been following me, it can teleport too. I think the thing might be Dekker. Is the thing Dekker?
I don't know. I don't even know what Dekker looks like. Moving on, how's Jessica, man? How's things going with Jessica? You know, Jessica.
Jessica has had a restraining order taken out against me and her daughter. I showed her the photos and then the rest is a blur. She was screaming, hitting me, pushing me away. In hindsight, showing her the photos might not have been the best thing to do.
No. But I wanted to see if you'd do it, and you did, because you're stupid. So you still stealing stuff?
I teleported back into the art gallery after our session, in the midnight hour.
Mm-hmm.
I replaced the painting, so
right.
I haven't stolen anything for a long time now. Perhaps a cheeky borrow best describes it.
Huh. A cheeky borrow, what does that mean? So what's been happening in the midnight hour, Bryce?
I've tried to avoid my extra hour. I tried to sleep through it. I did try one thing.
What's that?
I spied on you, Doctor. You have a strangeness, don't you?
Yes. Yes, I'll admit it. Yes, I do. I actually go to sleep every night on a regular basis, Bryce. What strangeness do I have, Bryce?
You live in the same house as Dr. Dekker.
You bullshit!
I spied on him several times, so I know the house very well. You kept it almost entirely the same. Why did you live in the same house as Dr. Dekker?
Because they had a good
Is it
sale.
a perk? Or you, Dr. Dekker?
Oh! Dun dun dun! What a turn! Oh, shit! These are the worst yeses and nos. So, skipping all that, do you know anything about the missing prescription pad, Bryce?
I didn't steal Dekker's pad. I didn't have to.
I know.
If I wanted to use it, I could just teleport in here and steal a sheet. Why take the whole pad? Why be that obvious?
So he's slick then, huh? He's slick like that. Do you know anything about the death threats on the pad?
Well, kudos to whoever had the guts to do that. Wasn't me. What did they say? You've piqued my interest now.
You can go peek yourself. I think I'm done with you, done with you. I almost want to mess with him and be like, yeah, that thing's Dekker. Like, I don't like these yeses and nos right here. But I almost want to see what he'd react to if I was like, yeah, that thing's Dekker, man. I think he's going to get you. Let's just have a little fun with him. I'm going to say, yes, the thing's Dekker.
And so it is. The thing is Dekker, and the thing wants to kill me. Please, tell Jessica I love her.
Okay. He just disappeared like that? Okay, I'm not telling him either. Oh, I'll just say no, I'm not Dekker. The house is a perk. I'll say that to him.
Thought it might be a perk. I'm sorry I spied on you.
Yeah, you should be.
I was just getting worried that you weren't who you said you were. Just some mannerisms, strangeness. It's good you've adopted his dog, though. I'm not sure many people would have done.
Okay. So all of a sudden I got these extra questions now, huh? So you said you were trying to sleep through the night, you did, Bryce. That's what you said. You said it.
I tried to sleep through my extra hour. I didn't want to face it. That thing has been taunting me. I wish I was still religious.
You could be. You said a thing was looking at you. All Cyclops style in the morning, right?
The thing that's following me, it doesn't have a face. I saw it close up when it was standing over me. It has no face, no eyes, no mouth, no nothing. Inside its hood is just space. Just a black hole.
Okay, Bryce, get out, sign the check, get a second, get the hell out of my office. Jaya, did you get all them checks everyone was supposed to sign? You better have. So how you doing today, Jaya? Going through my books. You better get up out of here with that.
I'm worried about you, Doctor. And the fingerprints on the bottle? Sorry, I dropped it.
Isn't that a coincidence? Or isn't that ironic? Or all them other words? Cause you the main suspect, Jaya. Why are you worried about me though?
You just seem a little different from the person who turned up all those weeks ago.
That was...
You don't talk to me as much as you did. You flitter between patients in a daydream. Tell me what things are bothering you.
You think I'm going insane, Jaya?
Don't joke about going insane, Doctor. That's one thing I can't let happen on my watch. If you become insane, then I'll snuff you out.
She getting strict with it, huh? She be snapping. Did you snuff Dekker out?
Dr. Dekker had, in my opinion, become clinically insane, and it was rubbing off on the other patients. Maybe I would have put a stop to it, but I didn't need to. The grandfather paradox did that for me.
For real? What's the grandfather paradox? You're saying the grandfather paradox killed Dekker then? Is that what you saying, Jaya? You saying that then?
Dr. Dekker killed his grandfather by going back in time. At least he thought he had. An earlier version of himself knew this would happen, so to prevent him from preventing himself from being born in the first place, he took an overdose, sleeping tablets and alcohol. At least that's how he explained it to me before he did it.
I don't get it. We're not even going to talk anymore about that? So you said Dekker's prescription pad went missing?
Dr. Dekker's prescription pad is still missing. I'll let you know if it turns up.
Elin has it. Why don't we keep asking people? Tell me about the death threats, Jaya.
I didn't know anything about that. If I have any grievances with my employer, I spit in their coffee. I hope that's how you like it.
I've peed before. But what I did first was I made sure I drank my coffee first, so you get that real nasty, ammonia, yellowy, almost damn near orangey piss and piss in a coffee. Oh. Now that's funny. So, did you have any grievances with Dekker?
Don't become like Dr. Dekker. I think that somebody killed him because he was using them. There's some footage I can't show you because it would affect you too much.
You don't know
Suffice
nothing?
to say, when Mariana told him she could breathe underwater, he wanted the same power for himself. So instead of trying to cure her of it, he'd try and amplify it to see how it worked, so he could imagine it for himself. I think he did that with all his special patients. I think he wanted all of their powers.
Wouldn't you?
If you believe in that sort of thing.
If I see it. Shoo. Let's see if we can breathe underwater. Oh, we can't, because see, you crazy. Now let me write it on a pad and send your ass to a psych ward. It's that easy. So, tell me, who were the special patients again?
Any patient who presented with psychokinetic issues, they were his special patients.
For real?
Towards the end, he began ignoring all the other cases. Most of the patients saw it as a curse, what they were experiencing, what they were unwittingly doing. Dr. Dekker saw it as an ability, a power to be harnessed and used for, well, God knows what he was going to use it all for. So he made them give in to it, and it consumed them, consumed all of them. Whether you believe any of that or not is your choice, but they did, which made them angry. And that's why I think he was murdered by a patient.
Uh-huh. So what's the news about Mariana?
I've been reviewing your files. I know, I'm sorry, a bit naughty.
Bit
but
naughty.
Have you considered that Mariana may have murdered Dr. Dekker because of the money she owed him? As she had most to gain. She got all the money if he died. And it makes most sense, doesn't it?
Yup. I'm gonna tell you that. So, tell me, Jaya, how are you coping with the grief?
I think I'm okay with the grief now.
Are you?
My mother died suddenly, and I think I was projecting Dr. Dekker's death to be about her. I know they're not related.
Alright. How did your mother die, Jaya?
My mother died suddenly, like Dr. Dekker. For her, though, it was different. She
How?
burst into flames.
Oh!
I was 7. They said she must have been smoking and drinking on the sofa, but she doesn't smoke or drink. Professor Alderby said it was spontaneous combustion.
It's happened before, I think. Remember South Park did it because they were holding their farts in. That was a long time ago. Who do you think murdered Dekker then, Jaya?
It's not your job to find out who the murderer is. It's the police. You can only point them in the right direction. Murder is a means to an end. There's a lot more going on here you should be thinking about.
Okay. Do you think Cthulhu is real?
A fictional space god that's resting at the bottom of the Atlantic. It's not likely, is it? Or maybe you think it is. Have you spoke to Mariana today?
Aren't you the Oh! Jay, you stupid! You know... Like she don't have that pad in front of her where people be signing in and such. I'm not sure the patients are improving, Jaya.
Your patience will always be a bother, but you're caring for people. We do still care, don't we, Doctor? In a few weeks' time, there'll be a whole new bunch of faces with a whole new bunch of quirks. Let's not have a whole new doctor, shall we?
Okay then, Jaya, I believe I'm finny for the day. So, Vascovia viewers, let's hit this button. Accused? What does this mean? There's no next day. There's no next day. Oh, lordy loads, we're gonna accuse somebody of something.
I'd be careful what you say next, Doctor. After all, I know these sessions are being recorded. My job is to support the doctor, but only if the doctor is making the patients better. Do you think you're making the patients better, Doctor? I wasn't even here on Valentine's Day, and I wouldn't hurt a fly. If you believe, as I do, that we're here to help patients restore their sanity, to restore order, then you'd be happy that Dr. Dekker was gone, regardless of who did it. Nobody wants the inmates running the asylum, do they? Well, let's say you're right, that I did kill him. My job is more important than yours. I watch every doctor that comes through those doors, making sure they keep their heads. Without me, we'd have chaos. Without you, we'd have another doctor. So, Doctor, let me ask you again. Who do you think killed Dr. Dekker? Was it me? Or was it you?
Huh? Yeah! Oh yeah! What the huh? Insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results.
So I've got a new dog, a basset hound. She's got these big floppy ears and a really sad face. You know, even sadder than I look. Ginger. I call her Ginger. She's a rescue. But since I've had Ginger, I've never looked back. Literally. Not one day.
I'm not really sure what you'd call it. Mutually assured delusions? I think Dr. Dekker was projecting his weird fantasies on me, and it was just going to be easier to go along with it, to participate. I feel much better now I know I didn't hurt anyone. I didn't hurt anyone. Did I?
Terry's been promoted to night sister. She hadn't been in, and I thought she was off sick, but apparently she was on a course. So she's my new boss now. I've already started looking for other jobs. It's no secret Terry hates me. But, you know, got to be positive about it. I could have a completely fresh start. There's a job on the children's ward I'm going to go for.
I suppose in hindsight, it was self-defense all along. It hadn't occurred to me that I was just defending myself when I stabbed him. It probably just took the right lawyer to help me see it that way. I'm happy I'm free, obviously. Who wouldn't be? There's just one small problem, Doctor. My husband. He's still alive.
I think I was in my own head too much, manifesting things that weren't there. But I'm very much an art connoisseur now. It's definitely helping keeping me sane. I realised that I'm a very visual person, and paintings can keep me occupied for hours. I go to Providence whenever I get the time. It's the local art gallery here. The best time to go is late at night. You get the place all to yourself.
Psychiatric assessment unit.
This is an intervention. I'm worried about you. You started talking like your patient's ailments are real and believing the stories they're telling you. So I want you to take next month off work, and I won't take no for an answer. Take the tapes with you if you must. You'll see the cracks. Just get better.
Thank you for playing. I want something better than that. I want to be like, Voskel, you player, you solved the murder, Voskel. You are the most dankest of the dankest, man. You know that? You the danky dank. You know that, Voskel? Because you solved the crime. They don't give me nothing like that. Like, I need something for my feelings. A big thanks to all our beta testers, Twitter followers, Facebook likers, Greenlight voters, fans, streamers, beamers, and lemurs. Okay. You gotta thank Voskel for playing this. Woo! Well, Voskel viewers, I must turn this down. There we go. That's a bit better now, huh? So, thank you for watching. This was a, it didn't give me what I was looking for by the end. I expected a better, bit of a better ending than this. It actually had me sucked in. After the third video, I couldn't wait to get back into this again. But it was lame the way it ended. But this type of game, it actually got me sucked in for a moment, which is, it was fun. I mean, I can't believe it did that. The whole reason I played this is because it reminded me of a previous game I've seen, Bunker 14, something like that. I don't know. I watched another YouTuber play it. It was like real life looking stuff where like this guy, you know, did whatever he told him to do and such like that. He just lived in a bunker. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I made this interesting for you on top of the game itself, which is what I try to do. I try to entertain you along with you being entertained by the game. But yeah, I hope this is, you know, this isn't exactly what I do. I typically like to have some type of story of some sort for you to invest in, hang out with me to do, but this isn't exactly what that was, even though it was kind of sort of a story. But we caught the killer, man. It just wasn't what I like. There was no real ending to it. I did not like that. The game itself was fine, just the ending I did not like. So, yeah. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say other than, like, you know, this was enjoyable. It just did not have an ending that I was looking for. Like, this, I mean, I'm glad I won because, you know, my ego needs that. But I'm just very competitive naturally. I just I wanted more than that for a conclusion. You know, I need more than that for a conclusion. That was awful. Other than that, I enjoyed this a lot. I just wish there was a better conclusion to it. So yeah, but you know, on top of everything, hopefully you enjoyed, you know, being with Voskel during this game, and hopefully you'll come back to Voskel Vids and maybe even subscribe to Voskel Vids if you new. Yeah, slap that like button if you enjoyed this playthrough, and hopefully you can join me in another playthrough, another video, whatever you'd like. Just, you know, come on back to Voskel Vids. Hit that next thumbnail, you know, and whenever you do, that's when I'll see you next, man. So until then, peace.